Hi, my name is Persephone, and this is Persephone's Board Game Reviews. So, I have a lot of friends who love card games, but it can be hard to get them to play board games and strategy games with me. Well, I found this game called Lost Cities. That's a card game that has some strategy elements that make it a little bit more interesting than the average card game, and my friends are willing to play it. So, this game is called Lost Cities, a daring adventure for two. It's great. It's a two-player game. I love that because you don't need like 3 or 4 people to play. It can be hard to get that many people to play a game. Now, if you notice at the top, it's a Rainer Knizia game. And if you're into board games, you probably have multiple games made by that game maker because he makes hundreds of games. So the first thing I noticed when I got this game is that it's this big box, even though it's just a card game. So that kind of sucks because it makes it hard to stack. I think when you're buying the game, it makes it seem more impressive. Like, it makes it seem like, oh, it's this big, epic board game, and like you're getting your money's worth because it's big. But I hate that it's hard to store it. All my other board games. It also comes with this big board, even though it's just a card game. But the board's kind of nice because it's kind of pretty and it makes it easy to organize the cards during the game. So that's okay, I suppose. The one thing I love about this game is that the cards are huge, and that makes it easy to see the art. This game is beautiful. It looks like color pencil art. So I really love the art. So the general goal of this game is to complete expeditions. So expeditions are represented by these different color cards and theme cards. So there's an Under the Sea theme. There's, let's see. There's Nether. There's like this Mario Sand World, Hoth, and the Moon of Endor. I'm just kidding. They're not really those themes. There's like a tropical theme, a winter theme, this desert theme, a volcano, and Under the Sea. So, to be successful in this game, to win this game, you need to finish expeditions. So, to finish expeditions, you need to play expedition cards in ascending order. So, there's different numbers at the top of the cards. And this can be kind of hard because you can only have 8 cards in your hand at a time. And you can only play 1 card per turn. So let's say I start with a 9, but I don't have the 8. It can be hard to know when you're going to play the 9, if you're going to wait for the 8. You have to play them in ascending order. So here I have the 6 and the 7. I don't have the 8 yet. Am I going to wait for it? Am I going to play the 9 and just take it as a loss? That can be stressful, but that's cool because it's just part of the strategy. It makes the game interesting. I love that. So you don't want to start too many expeditions. Like when I first started playing the game and reading over the rules, I thought to myself, well, this isn't that interesting. Like I should just start all these expeditions. But you don't want to do that because it costs 20 points to start any expedition. So you only are making points after you've achieved 20 points. And you just add up the numbers on the cards to count up your points. So that can also make it a little hard. That's another strategy element. You have to play a card every turn. So if you don't have a card in your hand that you're ready to play, like say I have a 10 and an 8 and I'm waiting for the like lower yellow numbers like the 3 and the 4, you might have to give up a card to your opponent. You have to play something every turn. So let's say I'm not working on the Nether, but and I'm saving up my yellows, then I might play a red card just to get it out of the way so that I can work on trying to save up for my own benefit. But that's a strategy thing. You have to think, well, maybe the opponent will pick it up. Is it worth giving them 4 points so that I might get 8 points later? You know, it just makes the game kind of interesting. It's a beautiful game, and it's fun because it only takes like 15 minutes to play. It's really rapid. It can get really aggressive. It's 2 players, so you can get really mad at I love getting mad, so I can get really mad at my opponent if they take something that I wanted, or if they start an expedition that I'm working on, we're both working on the same expedition, it can get really exciting. So it's easy to teach. You can just, pick it up. If you have a friend over, you can teach them this game really quickly. It's a good gateway game into harder games or more, strategic games. So I love that. One thing I don't like is that it takes some effort to count the points. You have to count up at the end of the game, and it's easy to screw it up. So that's a bad thing, but it's not that bad. I think this is a really fun game. I love this game. If you already have this game, you might not know that if you play 8 cards in any one tableau, then you get an additional 20 points. So there you go. Thank you.